Good day, good day, good day, people. Apologize for the delay. Had a little bit of difficulty there. I was not doing things right, but back to business as normal there. Before I get started there, wanted to ask you guys, how is the audio? I know that the microphone comes through pretty loud and clear, but is the background music playing fine? Do you hear the car fine? Things like that. So today we're going to be going ahead and doing a live stream, and we're going to be utilizing this car here, the Mazda Veilside RX-7. I currently have it upgraded with 37 upgrades out of 42, and I currently have 0 fusions out of 98 on it. I personally haven't driven this car. The other user on this account is actually MrXsee, has used the device, and he's live streamed his races. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out mine. Today, currently we have 6 hours and 57 minutes left of the crates of being available at my cost of $2.99. My free crate doesn't happen until 10 hours from now, so I won't be able to actually pull another free crate. What's going on, Devin? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, YOLO Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Alright, and when we slide on over here, Hobbs mission, 6 hours and 56 minutes left. So let's go ahead and knock these races out and see what we can do to finish it. Good to see you. You're probably wondering who the hell I am. No, Hobbs, we pretty much know who you are since you've always been in the Fast and Furious. Name's Hobbs, your new boss. That is, if you're up for the job. New boss? Sorry for the lack of contact. We needed to see if you were worth all the hype. Wow, interesting. I have a couple of his cars in my garage yet. He's introducing himself. Very funny. We need your talents on an undercover job. We got some real nasty people to take down. Head over to the dealership. I got some new wheels for you. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and knock these races out. So currently the prizes in race 1 is going to be 25,000 cash. Goes on over to 20 bronze keys in race number 2, 50,000 cash in race 3, 30 gold coins in race 4, 60,000 in race 5, all the way up to getting some uncommon fusions, getting some rare fusions, picking up more gold coins, couple stage 6, some epic parts, silver keys, and lastly 10 gold keys on race number 30. Let's see what we can do. Oh, we got more Hobbs again. Jeez. About time you showed. We got some real dirtbags moving their merchandise using Japanese import cars. Here's where you come in. We need someone who can fit into their crowd front and center. Japanese import ain't my thing. That's why we got a team in support. You've already met Letty. I've also got a guy on the inside, Deckard Shaw. Hobbs, I still got a funny feeling about bringing Shaw in on this. You should have sent me. You saw how convincing I was with this driver. Now it's time to prove your worth, Rook. See if this is all. If this was worth all that effort. See if this was worth all that effort. Hit the streets. Wow, someone didn't correct that English speaking there. Supposed to be see if this was worth all the effort. And they said see if this was worth. Wow. Bad English. Come on, Natural Emotion. You guys can do better than that. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out this first race and collect this cash. A Sylvia S15 Rocket Bunny. Let's go ahead and destroy him. No tuning required. People have been telling me you fire the nitros on 4th and 3rd, depending upon your tuning setup. I have no tuning at all, so we just tried it in 3rd to see what time we can get. 14.858. $25,000 cash from Ramsey. I'll take that. I can see why the others weren't a match for you. You know how to drive. We need a driver who has the dedication and plenty of guts. Head out to the next race and I'll outline the situation. We're only getting started. Kind of wish I had a Hobbs voice to be able to do that with. Next race up, we get to deal with Hobbs again. So here's the deal. We need you to be part of the underground street racing scene. These guys hate cops almost as much as they love street racing. Letty, tell them what they need to know. You're the driver. We need their eyes on you so they don't expect us swooping in. You're the distraction as we work in the background. Keep them racing so they keep them away from their goods. Yep, bad English again. We'll be in touch soon with an update. Oh, okay. Nick Smart's your brother? Nick likes to ask me to race all these different cars. C63 AMG Coupe Black Series in blue. Wicked looking blue. I really like that. I'm gonna hit the nitros in fourth this time. See if I can get faster than that 14.5 that I got earlier. So far, it doesn't seem like it. 14.7. Haha. Next, I'm gonna do it in second. All right, 20 bronze keys is mine. 252 RP. Oh well, he wants to see people race cars, so the only way you can see people race cars is to ask him. I just find it hilarious. I think one time in 4 minutes he asked me to race 5 different cars. I like, dude, you gotta pick a car. The the BMW ACS8 in red. Got a nice little wicked wing in the back. Slow start that time. Fired to Nas in second this time. So we did Nas in third, fourth, and now second. And third was the fastest time. 13 was 14.5. Fourth was 14.7. Second is 14.8. Pure comedy. Don't know. Gotta see what parts I get. If I'm able to get the necessary parts, I'll be able to complete it. If I don't get the necessary parts, I won't be able to complete it. Oh, okay. Actually, you got your whole family coming around, Devin. That's pretty cool. Alright, the LB NSX in black. Now, one thing I think would be a cool little twist that they did for these fantasy cars, when they fire in the nitro, we get a back view of it so we can see that nitro. Especially since they always talk about, oh, it has these different colors associated with it. It looks totally awesome, but we can't see it. Like right now it's burning and I don't see it because of the little nitro button. And like, come on, man. How you gonna tell me about this cool, awesome feature that I can't even see and enjoy? Alright, made it to race number 4, no problem at all. They're running way faster than 15 seconds, or slower than 15 seconds. And I'm running slightly faster than 15 seconds. Alright, 2 more races, then gotta top out some fuel. Oh, Hobbs is back. It's almost time before we head out. Great work so far. I can't believe people like this exist. Soon they're gonna be wishing that they don't. Shaw has come through with some intel on where they're keeping their merchandise. It's a good tip, so no need to keep them waiting. I'll get the team ready. Keep up the good work. The team needs you on point. Yeah, we need some better writers for this storyline. That's wickedly red. That LB NSX or the LB GTR, the little fonts on anything like that, that looks totally awesome. Too bad we can't zoom around and take a look at that car. Definitely a car I wouldn't mind taking a look at. Alright, let's go ahead and knock these races out and see what better time we can get out of it. Doop, 14.7. Alright, 14.7. That's faster than 14.8. Alright, collect my 60,000. At some point in the near future, we're going to have to bolt on some fusions. And that's going to really make this car go faster. But I'll be putting fusions on this car differently than I do my regular cars. For regular cars, I put on from stage 1 and work my way up to stage 5 or stage 6. With this car, since I don't have a lot of parts for this manufacturer, I gotta make sure I effectively utilize my uncommons so that I can tap into my rares and my epics, any of those that I have available. All these races are time trials, so I gotta get the car to be as fast as it can be. And utilizing rare and epics are going to give me more performance boost than putting uncommons on the lower tiers, or the lower stages of the upgrade. 14.703. That green on that GT350R looks kind of wicked too. Yo, what's going on, Master Legit Swag? Devin was just talking about you. Said that you was his cousin. So welcome aboard. AMG GT. I actually have that in gold. I think it's called Sunbeam. I had that in my garage, in garage number 1. Bye-bye, AMG GT. Still slow, buddy. You're still slow. Up, needs to tap out some fuel. The well is dried up. Alright, let's go ahead and buy some fuel. Don't save up, spend all your money. Upgrade all the cars. It will be cheaper for you to upgrade your M2 competition than your Jera RS, but upgrade all your cars. Don't hesitate. What's going on, OG Swag? Welcome back. Yeah, tier 3 cars are cheaper to upgrade cash-wise for buying upgrades, and they're cheaper to add fusions on with the cost of cash. So if you have lower tier cars, upgrade those first. It'll be cheaper. Tier 5 is going to cost you anywhere between $5 million and $5.9 million to upgrade to stage 5. And any fusions that you need to put on it is going to have a higher cost as well. I believe it's $9,500 per uncommon and $28,000 per epic. And I forgot what the rare cost is. I guess it'll help if I actually get a good launch. I keep getting wheel spin launches. I need to focus. Yep, so my LB SRT Hellcat and my SRT Hellcat are all 66 of, they have all the fusions on them. I believe the LB is 66 and I think it is 91 for the SRT or the LB one. I don't know, but all of them have all the upgrades on them. I have no missing fusions on them. It helps out when they do those random cups like they did last year with Donna's Halloween cup. Because I had all my fusions on it, each one of those races was super easy. Vantage, Austin Martin. Alright, let me go ahead and try to get a perfect start on this. Alright, good. Got an early shift, didn't mean to do that. Woohoo! Perfect shift. Yeah, stage 4 is not bad. The cards get really fast once you start slapping all your fusions on it. Upgrades is part of that speed and performance. The fusions is the rest. So definitely want to get your upgrades onto your car and get your fusions on it. Was your cousin on the video doing live races? Not for sure. Alright, still easy. Once I go from easy to the orange, which is hard, then I'll go ahead and slap some fusions on this thing. We're about to head out. This is when we need you at your best. We need you to keep them distracted while we swoop in. This could go south real quick if they catch on. I will be out of contact for a short while. It's your job to keep them distracted. I'll report back in soon. Good luck. Now, this video is not Tempest. I will be doing Tempest Tier 3 somewhere in the near future. It will not be this weekend. I have a full project going on already. So it might be next weekend. I might do it next week during the weekdays. I'm not for sure yet. Stay tuned. Typically, I post up anywhere as much in advance as possible. Sometimes the advance notice is 30 minutes. And other times I'm able to get hours in advance or even a day. Ah, so you started Tempest 1. That was fun. Not as many races involved with that, and it's definitely a lower cost. Tempest 3 cost me $5 million and 50 races per tier. No live racing today. Once I get done working on these races, we're going to wrap things up and hit the runway. Personally, I'm working on completing a bunch of different tasks. Actually, yesterday I completed my most successful personal week season. I had over 1 million RP for a personal season. First time ever. So I was very proud of that fact. It's pretty cool to achieve some new goals in the game. It's something that I probably could have done in the past if I had focused on and tried it. But, you know, getting a lot of points is work, depending upon what all you're doing. I kicked it off by doing some wild cards to end the season with my crew, and I took full advantage and was able to amass a huge inventory of RP. And I was able to spin that into being #1 on my leaderboard with over 1 million. So it's been a while since I've been #1 on the leaderboard, and first time ever we're getting over 1 million. I had almost 1,300,000. Couldn't believe it. I got screenshots. I recorded a little video of me getting my keys and everything. I was all proud and happy. Alright, so far so good. Knocking these races out. All I have is stage 5 upgrades. I have 2 stage 6 bolted on, but I have 0 fusions. And so far I've completed 12 races successfully, and I'm running at 14.6 now. All right. Race number 13, 150,000 cash. All this money that they're giving me is just going to be used to put fusions onto the car. LBNSX. Perfect start. Yeah. Ooh. All right, 14.7. Nice. Now your 4 GT is something that you definitely should spend your money on getting your upgrades, because that will initially get you 300,000 crew RP if you complete the Prestige Cup before the end of the season. And it will get you 86,400 by participating in the last crew cup of the season, the last 2 days of the crew season. And lastly, it'll get you next season in the first crew cup 86,400 RP for your crew. So it is definitely a good investment to upgrade your Prestige Cup car, no matter what tier it is, and complete those races, because in one season you can get 386,400 RP for your crew, free of charge. And then the next season, you following one, you can get 86,400. So definitely get your Prestige Cup car upgraded and get those points for your crew. Every little bit helps. Prestige Cup over everything. Of course, except for cars that you can win in live races, but live races cars are always better. Hello Enzo, welcome to the stream. Glad you can join. The Mazda Veilside RX-7, Devin. This is the Fast and Furious car for this week. The season actually ends for it in a few hours from now. Oh, is this the 9 fusions that I get to collect on? Yes, this is it. The devs have mentioned one time that they make changes to the game so that we don't have to click as much on the screen, but yet they include us clicking collect all these times and all this time that it takes when we get these multiple fusion rewards like this. This should be more along the lines like in the crates when we collect 3 prizes. They don't pop up collect on each one of those items. They pop them all up. One, they show, goes away. Next one shows, goes away. Next one shows, goes away. And then you hit collect at the end. They definitely should look at doing that for us. Well, it's not maxed out, Devin. You may have it upgraded to stage 5 across the board, but maxed out is 128 fusions for that car. A lot of people always say, oh, you maxed out, you maxed out, you maxed. No, it's not maxed out. You have all the purchased upgrades. Once you get all the free stage 6 upgrades for it, you're still not maxed out until you put all the fusions on your car. Because remember, maxed out means you can't do no more to it. God damn it, how did they know we were coming? What have you been doing, Rook? You got something to fess up to? Quiet, Hobbs. This driver is solid and you know it. If you got a problem with him, you got a problem with me. You're right, Letty. Let's not jump to conclusions. Head back out there, Rook. We can't have you disappearing now. It'll raise suspicion. You're gonna need to give us some time to clean up this mess. Yes, the Fast and the Furious cars have all been purchasable cars, just like the 70th anniversary Ferrari cars were all purchasable cars. The Shelby GT350R, that green looks nice. Nice, it's vivid, it's rich. They did a real good job with that green there. Kind of wish mine was green instead of my Ford GT and my Ford Shelby GT350 Mustang, GT350R. Both of them in the exact same color, shadow black. Oh yeah, you got plenty of time there to hit the milestone. You have a whole week left, which includes you completing the Prestige Cup to be able to accumulate it. My goal with my crew is always to get to a bare minimum of 8 million before Prestige Cup starts, but we prefer to hit 9 million or more. So if we can get 10 million, or if we can get 11 million or 12 million before Prestige Cup, then we're right on track. The key to hit the 20 million is consistency. There's no need of starting off slow and then trying to finish fast. There's no need of starting fast and trying to finish slow. It's consistency. Don't want to burn yourself out. Good start. Good shift. Come on, pass them on up. There we go. How many are on it? If you ever want to know how many fusions an individual car will take, all this information is readily available on the internet, but it's also readily available on your device. Now, each tier has the same amount of fusions associated with the cars based off of the information I'm going to show you. So for tier 1, a no-star car in tier 1 takes 24 fusions on it. And a 1-star car in tier 1 takes 27 fusions on it. And a 2-star gold or purple 2-star or 3-star in tier 1 takes 32 fusions. Now, if you want to know about this car, how many fusions it actually takes 98 fusions on it. And you can tell that by clicking this little eye on the bottom right-hand corner, and it shows you 98 fusions. I currently have 0 of 98 fusions attached to it. And you can do that with any car that you have in your garage. Like, say, for example, my M2 Competition, tier 3, it takes 77 fusions because it is an extra star car. It takes 66, I believe, for the regular version of it. The 2-star, the 3-star, and the 4-star cars at tier 3 will take 77 fusions. And you can check that with any car out there. See if I have another tier 3. Okay, here we go. Got a couple of tier 3s here. 2 stars, 66 fusions. So you can always check your cars out and see how many fusion slots it takes. And that way you don't have to rely upon someone else telling you information that is accurate or inaccurate. Completely different Mustang GT. It has, once again, 66 fusions. 45 fusions for a tier 2 that has no stars. I purchased this car, 45 fusions on it, but let's see, do I have a star version of it? Nope, not in this garage. How about this garage? Oh, that's a tier 1. Tier 1, tier 1. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any tier 2s readily available. Oh, here we go. With a star. And there we go. 51. So tier 2 with a star gets you 51 fusions. And tier 2 without a star, it gets you 45. So you get an additional 6 fusions on it. Another way you can tell this is by looking at this car, BMW. Okay, so we go to the buy car section and we'll look at this BMW. So we look at the M2. Come on. There we go. So here we go. This is the M2 Competition. We're going to look at the 235. So we see how this has no information on it at all describing what it is. But when we look at these cars that have extra stars on it, so when we get this car version, it has a star on it, you get extra fusions on it. In this particular case, I believe it's 6 extra fusions. So when we look at this car, the i8, it has extra stars on it, in this case 5, it tells you plus 23. So the tier 4 has so many extra fusions on it, so many fusions, and then when you get the 4-star or the 5-star for a tier 4 car, it's going to have 23 extra fusion slots on it. What's going on, GTA 5? Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Alright, so going back over to our Veilside, because the purpose of this is knocking out these races. So now it's green, made it all the way up to race number 17. I should be able to win this, but we're going to have to wait and see. This is all stock with fusions, so no fusions at all on it. This is basically 37 out of 42 upgrades, and I'm able to make it this far. And also no tuning was done at all on this car. So I made it pretty far with just 2 stage 6 upgrades. That's awesome. No fusions as well. But I'm going to need probably 60 fusions to be put onto the car and 2 more stage 6 in order to finish this. So let's see what we can do. Alright, picking my 1 rare. Alright, cool. Can I potentially make it all the way to race 20 with just stage upgrades? In this case, stage 6 for 2 of them. That'd be awesome. Divine Taj again. Oh, did an early shift. My bad. Sorry about that, coach. Still won. Yes. This is too cool. Made it all the way to race 18. Haven't spent the nickel yet. Well, outside of buying stage 5 upgrades. That cost me a pretty little penny. Not as much as if it was stage 5. I am so happy that they made these cars stage tier 4s instead of tier 5. In reality, the Honda Veilside S2000 and the Nissan C-West Skyline R34 BNR34, those cars should have been tier 3 to tier 4, just like these cars probably should be tier 3 as well. To me, it was just a money grab with making them tier 5. You know, they always talk about on their developer calls about how they can't put certain cars in there because these cars don't have no real world specs and all this other stuff. But yet they took these cars that are designed to go sideways and made them go in a straight line faster than a whole lot of other cars that they actually have specs for. So I'm happy that they lowered the pricing of these cars, because these didn't deserve a tier 5 pricing. I would have preferred them being in tier 3. Let's see. Oh, I need more fuel. Buy the fuel. Buy the fuel. Let's see what the race looks like. Up is hard. But hey, we got to try to win it anyway. All right. There we go. Let's try. The last race was very close. Hopefully they'll give us a similar time. Perfect start. Good shift. Fire that nitro. Do the good shifts. Alright, I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Come on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Yes, we didn't run out of track. Awesome. That's awesomeness. 20 races. Now I'm quite sure I got to put fusions on the car. So in situations like this, when I don't have a lot of fusion parts for cars, this is a rare manufacturer in the game, I will start by putting my fusions on stage 5 for the uncommon instead of stage 1. If I happen to have 60 uncommons like I do for other manufacturers, then I will start at stage 1 and work my way up to improve the performance. But since I don't have a lot, I need to definitely get my rare fusions and my epic fusions put onto the car. And the only way I'm going to do that is by starting at my stage 5 upgrades and putting those parts on. So I work backwards with these cars instead of forwards. We're going to try for race 21. Let's see if we can do it. I was able to get race 20. Can I get 21? Doesn't look like I'm going to get race 21. Close. Oh, so close. He ran a 14.537. Alright. I could probably tune the car and win the race. Do you want these guys off the streets or not? Really, Hobbs? That's what you're coming at me with? Alright, so I got one rare tire. I got a bunch of uncommons. Alright. Got 2 rares and an epic. Well, I got 5 epics. Alright, I'm all out of rares. Up, I'm all out of uncommons too. Alright, so I only have uncommons for this one. I have no rares. This is easy to tell because when I went to this, I only had the green icon. They always show you the highest instead of the lowest. So like this one here, I have rares on this one because it shows me the rare there. So I got 4 rares, but I have no more rares available, so it shows me the uncommon first. So I went from the blue to the green. So when I put this uncommon on, boop, it shows up with rare. That's how you can tell what parts you have on the car or what parts you have available, just by simply doing that. Alright, so I got 3. Okay, 1. Go with my uncommon, drop my epics on. My rares. Alright. Okay, I'll take these. Loading up the engine, man. Alright, so it looks like my engine is the first one that I have all slots filled, except for 2 epics. Nice, I like that. That's like totally awesomeness. Transmission is close. Transmission, I'm missing 1 epic. Okay. So that's all that I have for now. I need 2 blues, 3 blues, and probably an epic. Let's see what else we can get. So GTA, since you're new to the stream, you didn't see earlier when I communicated what I had on this car just a matter of minutes ago. When I made it to race 20, I have 37 upgrades on this car, and now I have 51 fusion parts on this car. So once again, 37 upgrades and now 51 fusions put onto it. I still have more parts in my inventory, but I just don't have any slots I can put those on. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of tuning. Get this bad boy moving faster, so we can go ahead and not have to deal with Hobbs' double talk about how he wants to challenge us. And the greatest racer he got on this particular account. And I won't stand for his double talk. I'm here to win. I want 10 gold keys. Alright, got that up, son. Ooh, I like this. Okay. I can roll with 743. Okay, 769, 76, 77. Alright, 363, no, 364. Okay, the 365 up on me at 81. Come on, man, I was just at 381. Okay, 360. Alright. Ooh, I'm over 800. Yeah! Alright, 824, 825. Alright, let's see if we can tune the tires a little bit. No, tires gonna be crap. Alright, so 825 it is. So I didn't actually mention this, but my 37 upgrades, 51 fusions now. My stage 6 upgrades on this car is actually nitro and engine. So let's see what else we can get for this car. Hopefully we can get 2 more stage 6 upgrades and be able to bolt on some more fusions and get this puppy to go faster. Alright, so now race 21, it went from orange, hard, to easy, blue. And so far I have not had to spend a single gold coin, which means stripping parts off of other cars. I'm happy about that. I'm not a huge fan of spending gold coins. I'm cheap. Alright, fired the nitro in third. Let's see what we're running now. 13-1. Now I'm going to fire a nitro in fourth and see if I can go faster. $200 gold coins. Yep, I likes that. I spent about 1,000 gold coins in the last week buying fuel for my personal season, trying to make sure I can stay up on top. So I need all my gold coins back. Sorry that we've been out of contact. This is much bigger than we first thought. I'm a man that likes to get things done, and I'm not one to fail. My gut is telling me something my head doesn't like. I need to get in contact with Shaw. He's not checked in for a while. I'll be in touch. So Hobbs is over here harassing me instead of dealing with Deckard Shaw. How fun is that? LB NSX again. Alright, got a good start. Gonna fire the nitro on fourth this time. And see if I can get faster. Okay, 13.0 it looks like. So definitely, fourth gear for me is the way to go. Although my topping out time, I might need to adjust and lose some of my EV, but adjust the transmission some so that I top out a little bit later. That might give me a couple seconds off the race. Or not a couple seconds, but a couple milliseconds off. Or even a tenth of a second or two. We'll see. We'll get there if we get there. No more retuning until we can get some stage 6 upgrades put on here. Unless we have to, because now it's green. It went challenging. It's amazing. These things go so much faster. Now, Tom, let's get 450 gold coins. Can we put this into our pocket? Ooh, the LB GTR in red. That's a sweet looking ride. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Perfect start. Gotta go chase him down now. He got a good lead on me. That lead didn't matter. Ka-ching! Flying past him. Okay, a sub 13-second race. It's by 1,000th of a second, but it's still a sub 13 second. If I click the little share icon, it'll pop up and tell me, you just ran a 12-second race. I'll take that. My 450 gold coins was deposited. I like that. I'm over 50,000 again. And tomorrow I get to get my 310 from the Prestige Cup day. So I'm happy about it. I have not driven the Agera RS at all. I don't even have all my upgrades in on it. So I personally like my Chiron Red CSR edition. It's easy to drive. It gets wicked fast now. And I get massive amounts of RP for racing it. Ooh, 13 seconds again. That time I hit the nitro in 3rd gear. I want to see if we can go a little bit faster. And it went 2,000ths of a second faster. I could probably get that to the 12-second again. But I'll take that epic. Is it going to be hard? Nope. It's green. I like green. Green and blues are our friends. Orange and reds are not. See how far we can make it. Can we make it to the last race? Can we complete it? So see, why I'm thinking about retuning it is, when you get here at the end, I'm topped out at 242 for probably the last second and a half. I might be able to get it to go a little bit faster if I can tune it right. But I'll take this stage 6. And it's a duplicate 6 engine. I already have an engine in my inventory currently strapped on. So that is definitely one of the major annoyances I have with like these different events that they have. These cars, you cannot at all get extras of them. You can only get one. But yet they give you duplicate stage 6 parts for cars that you can't actually do anything with. To me, that's is not fair as a game player to give me things that I can't use and I can't do nothing with. You know, but it is the way that they play the game. You know, we're stuck with what they decide we should be doing, but that doesn't mean we have to like it. But it's definitely not fair as a user for that experience there. Alright, so it says I don't need to do any tuning for the car. I bolted on a couple parts. It's still going to be hard. I went from 825 to 863 by adding that on there. So with me not getting the one, it's decreased chance that I'm going to be able to complete this event. If I would have got non-duplicate, then I would have had an increased chance of being able to complete this event. But with getting duplicate stage 6 parts, it provides me with a unfair disadvantage. Nice. I don't own the CSR, the Ruggiero, so I never driven it other than the daily battle, the temporary loaner as they like to call it. Alright, so next up is the stage 6 race. Let's see if we can get not an engine and not a nitro. It's rated hard still. I think maybe if I tune it down some, I'll be able to get it to go a little bit faster. I lost. Alright, let's see, what did it run? 12.8. Yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time and see if I can get it into the 12.8s. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into the 12.8s. .9 was the best I was able to do, and 12.9 again. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip some parts off of one of my other cars and see if I can get this stage 6 and see if it'll help me be able to complete it. Here he goes again. You gotta move faster, man. There's still work to do. Well, you can blame natural emotion, Mr. Hobbs. They decided that I need to get duplicate parts because it provides an unfair competitive advantage by giving me non-duplicate parts. Alright, so we'll go ahead and slap this on. Alright, so we start our tires.
Hi, Calvin.
1 second. Alrighty, so I need 3 rare tires. So let's go ahead and take a peek and see if we have 3 rare tires on our tier 1. I doubt it's 3 rares. It may be 1 or 2. 2? Okay. Cost me 10 gold coins. Let's slide on over here to my season prize Rocky Bunny. That's in garage 13. Let's see if we can pluck off a rare from here. Cost me 35 instead of 10. See, I feel ripped off. I feel like they've been taking advantage of me. Alright, I'll be right back. Stand by. Alrighty, I'm back. I did the arcade before. I actually did it on the live stream. And I believe it was my last one. So yeah, I've done the arcade before. Alright, so I need uncommon bodies. 2 uncommon bodies and probably an uncommon rare. So I should be able to get that for 10 gold coins. Alright, picked up those 2 uncommons. Let's get on over here and put those on. Gotta love duplicate parts for natural emotion. Gotta love them. We can be angry at them, or we can be frustrated, or you can be just like me, bitter. Alright, so I need a rare body. But yeah, the arcade is part of the daily goals for different points in the season. So everybody's done the arcade at some point or another. I actually have a YouTube video up. If you look for MrXsee Arcade, you'll see the video that I've done the arcade. RIP. I prefer riff. Reading is fundamental. Alright. Nitro. Ooh, I need a whole lot of nitros. I need all these rares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have any epics? Oh, look at Mazda. I got 3 epic nitros. So I need 4. What the heck is that? Oh, okay, it's going back into that one. Excuse me. So I need 4 rare nitros. 1. Garage 13. Right there. Oh wow, all I have is 1 uncommon nitro. This is like horrible. Will I really lose these races because I don't have any nitros? Oh, this is just pure comedy gold. See, I need another one that I haven't put on. Jeez, I got 3 epic nitros that I can't even use. You've been missing out on the fun then. Alright, we got intake. Okay, we need an uncommon and a rare turbo. Now I'm below 50,000 again. I don't have any epics, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so I am faster. I'm over 1,000 EV now. Oops. Give me that. And that. Engine. I'm not going to worry about engines. Transmission, okay. So let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and do a little tuning. Try to get this stage 6 part. See if we can get better. And maybe complete it. The tires are like horribly disgusting. I can't get no performance with my nitro because they don't give me no rare fusions for my nitro. I tell you, Natural Motion definitely does not encourage people to actually want to buy this stuff when they don't give you the parts that you need to complete it, and then they tell you it's an unfair competitive advantage to give you what you need. Alright, so I'm going to do this race, see if I can win stage 6. If I can, then, but I do want to tune it down and see if I can get the from having to tap out at the end. So stalling out at, okay, 249 now. See if I can get it to, oh actually no, 249 is pretty much at the end of the race now, whereas before it wasn't at the end of the race, so it's better. This tune might actually help me out. There go an engine again. So now I have 3 engines for my car. 3. 1 that's fitted and 2 extras. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Engine. Stage 6 is on there. And yet I can't get any rare nitros. Look at this. Mazda. 2 engines. Really? That's just comical. Just comical. Alright, so now 65 out of 98 with 37 out of 42. This is the end of the road. There will be no more wins that MrXsee will be able to win. Looks like my fears were right. The leak came from inside. Shaw's our target now. He has broken my first rule, loyalty. He has been playing us all for fools, including me. You talk a big game about loyalty, but you're the one who recruited Shaw. The number one thing about family is that we trust each other. This ain't no time to be self-righteous, Letty. We got to move quickly. Yep, good old Natural Motion, trolling at its finest. So I guess Decker Shaw's supposed to be in the eclipse that we get in another week or 2. Just my assumption. Since they keep recasting the same characters over and over for stuff. Alright, I'm very close to beating it, but I'm not going to beat it. I'm not going to beat a 12.518. But let's go ahead and waste our last fuel pip. Then after that, we can just laugh at Natural Motion as we end the stream. Wheel spin start. Good shift. Now, one thing I will tell you guys that I've heard from Natural Motion before is that they will tell you you can beat these matches without stage 6 upgrades. They'll tell you that if you actually write support and complain about this. And I've used NOS in 4th time several times, and it doesn't get me any faster than 3rd. So, yeah, you're new to the stream clearly because you haven't been watching and listening. Because I've mentioned that several times. I actually did races with it at different points with 3rd versus 4th. And it doesn't help. Uh-oh. Breaking things over here. So that being said, I'm going to have to go ahead and end this stream and laugh more. But I thank everybody for contributing and participating. But this is how it goes. Natural Motion trolls with the best of them. You gotta move faster, man. There's still work to do. Then give me 2 parts that are not duplicates. Bubba. Buster. So that being said, I'd like to thank everybody. Appreciate your time and attention. Unfortunately, this is another event that we will not be able to complete due to lack of parts that we can actually utilize. So until Natural Motion fixes this algorithm that they have for us, this is how it is going to be. These cars are never going to be worth it with their algorithm of giving you duplicate parts. So I personally don't recommend anybody spending money with the idea that they're going to actually be able to recoup it by completing events, because these events, they're not rigged against you. They're just not set up for you. So until we talk, you guys have a great day. Have a great afternoon. Thanks again. This is MrXsee signing out. Keep your tires on the asphalt. Peace.